Welcome, brothers and sisters. Man, you know what? I'm about to start a new channel one of these days. I don't know, man. I really don't have time for all this stuff, like this YouTube stuff. I can't, it's just hard, bro. brother got a lot of things going on, man. But I do wanna create a new channel. I like the amount of people on this channel. I mean, the amount of viewers on this channel, because that tells you that these are the serious individuals. Like the people who come to this channel, I hope that you don't come here to be entertained. I can be entertaining. I could be funny, a lot of this stuff is funny, but I hope that you are here for the real information, not to be entertained. Because I hate wasting my time. I feel like it's a waste of time, and I feel like I want to give black men pertinent information that is detrimental. Things are serious out here, and black people, as usual, they love to be entertained. I mean, that's their favorite pastime. Anything that will take their mind off their actual situation, and that will cause them to take action on their situation. See, that's the hard part. Black people, you don't want your channel to be one of these super big channels where you're just there as for someone's entertainment value, unless they're gonna pay you a lot of money. But I mean, if that's the case, then cool. But I would hope that you are helping black men. The most important lesson and the first principle of the moral code is that you can't want something for someone who doesn't want that thing for themselves. It doesn't matter what I want for black people. It doesn't matter how much I want to see black people rise and live out great lives and have their own communities. When I say have your own community, I'm talking. We gotta understand what has happened to us. We gotta understand what is happening to us. Our brains have been stolen. Our expectations in life have been stolen from us. We don't have any direction. Black people don't set their own agenda as to what direction they're gonna go in. They're just a bunch of reactive people. They're not proactive as a group. We're just walking around here living out somebody else's weak ass lifestyle. A lifestyle that means absolutely nothing, that gives you no true fulfillment. It's like being born and living for nothing. Your whole life becomes about paying bills, and you get to have a little fun here and there, but basically all you're doing is going to work and paying bills. And a lot of us don't look back at that and say, damn, who set this agenda? Who set this direction for our life? It's like we're living for nothing. We're living for nothing, and we're okay with that because we've been conditioned to be okay with that. We don't set our own agenda. Look at we gonna use the Asian man for instance, but look at the Asian man. He He set his own agenda. You think he lives out someone else's agenda? Do you think that he's living out what other people have decided for him? But we seem to fall into this trap. It's a very sad thing. It's a very, 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 very sad thing. No culture. No real culture. And black people, they can create a culture of their own. We tried doing these things here. We tried doing these things there, but we had a lot of things against us. With the hip hop thing, we tried to take our culture in a certain direction, and it was thwarted because of the powers that be. But those people no longer have that power over you. They don't have that power over you anymore. With the advent of the internet, that basically took you from being a broke ass Negro to being anything you wanted. The advent of the internet. And black people have not figured out how to harness this power. In some regards they have, but in most regards they haven't. You got to think about a traditional business. When hip hop was first created, black men had to take that product to someone else, and this is where all those wicked contracts came from. Every form of music that black men have created has been stolen from them because they always had to go to someone else for it. Think about the traditional business. As I stated, if you wanted to open up a drugstore or whatever, just say you wanted to open up a drugstore. This might not be a good example, but if you want to open up a drugstore, right? And what would you need to open? I'm talking about before the internet was invented. What would you have needed to open up a grocery store? Well, you would need a store. When you open up the damn store, you would need let me change it to let's say you wanted to start a sneaker store, where you selling kicks or whatever. You wanted to a shoe store or whatever. And traditionally you would need a storefront. You would need a name, a big letter name. You would need you would need all kinds of advertising, like thousands and thousands of dollars in advertising. You would need shelving. You would need employees. You would need all of these things in a traditional business. But now you don't need those things. You would need, and then you would have to go to someone's bank. You would have to sit in front of their face and try to explain to them why your idea was a great idea. And of course, if you were a black man, or black in general, a so-called black man, you would be rejected. Your request for loan would be rejected solely on the basis of your skin tone. These banks have had these predatory lending practices, for hundreds of years. Well, at least 100, since black people was in the mix. But it's just we live in a time where you no longer need this huge outlay of money to start your own shoe store. You could throw up a website, And you can, you got to have your shoes, of course. I mean, if you're going to have your own shoe, or you can go to somewhere, like Alibaba or something like that, and get your shoes for wholesale. But I'm just stating, I'm just saying, as if you wanted to start a sneaker or shoe store in general. I'm not going to get into all the, if you wanted to do your own shoe or whatever. But if you just wanted to start your own shoe store, you could do that. You could do that online. And even if you wanted to create your own shoe, it's still not as hard as it would have been 10, 20, 30 years ago, before the internet was invented. The internet basically made all of these issues that black people used to have null and void. At least most of them. They're null and void. They currently are null and void. So the only thing stopping black people, even the advertising, if you're going to advertise it, you can, I'm not going to get into all that, but I could tell you how to advertise your shoes on YouTube. But I stated that for the year 2020, the mantra for this year is no economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. Until black people get their own economy, they will have no peace. And I've already put out, I haven't put these videos out there yet, but I've created a series of videos dealing with this subject matter, because a lot of times when I say things, people don't quite understand it. They don't get, I could only say but so much in one video. Would you hurry up? But yeah, they just don't get it. When I talk, sometimes I assume that people actually understand the things that I'm talking about. Maybe that's my fault. I actually think that black men's minds are open and they understand how to fill in the blanks. And that's, that might not be fair, because we all dealing with different subject matters. We all might have different careers and different skill sets or whatever. But, I assume that you have a mind that at least says, yes, I can do anything. I can do that. If you have a closed mind, if the first thing, when somebody starts talking and your mouth and your mind closes up, I start thinking that that's a problem, because I'm like, damn. That makes me quite sad. It makes me sad that that black men's minds are not expanded to the point where they believe in themselves, where they believe that they can achieve anything. It's easy to talk about it, but when it's time to do it, black men start throwing up all these excuses. It's sort of like a video I made a long time ago where I talked about when people start asking too many questions, you got to ask yourself a question. Is this person trying to really get to the heart, or is he really trying to get his questions answered before he makes a decision? Or is he simply looking for an excuse? Is he looking for an out? He's looking for that one reason, hence all the questions, that's going to allow him to say, no, I can't do it because, that's the reason right there. And a lot of times that's what black people do. They tend to look for excuses and ways out of things. And I am grateful. I'm grateful for certain brothers. I am grateful for certain brothers on YouTube. I tend to gravitate towards men who believe in themselves, who are successful, who believe that they can achieve nearly anything. At least they're not afraid to try. Those are the kind of men that you need around you at all times. You got to understand, where there's a will, there is a way. And I know that's hard for some to believe, because hey, I understand how some people's mind work. I understand how their mind, is looking for that excuse, is looking for that out. And this wasn't necessarily the subject matter I even wanted to talk about in this video, but I felt like it was worth saying. I definitely want to create a new channel. This channel, I want to leave this channel here and reserve it for maybe, I don't know, I might delete this channel. Y'all better start downloading these videos if you like them. Who knows? But I really got to start a new channel so I can, I can show how these things should be done, how these things can be done. But we in a desperate situation, man. I don't like seeing black men getting shot down in the street, man. That shit, that crushes my heart, because I'm that guy. I'm like the Messiah. I'm out here spitting in the wind, and it's just like, it's like, I understand how the Most High felt. I mean, how the Messiah felt, because people, he would say things, and these people were looking for miracles. They were looking, he would say this or say that, and people didn't believe him because they wanted to see miracles. They wanted to see the miracles. And, that must have been hard on the Most High. It must have been hard. Going through his earthly existence, trying to help people, trying to inspire people, trying to get people to have faith, even having to go so far as to perform miracles. You got to remember, if you study the Bible, you're going to notice something about the Messiah. And that is that anytime he performed a miracle, or at least most of the time he performed a miracle, he would say, let it be done unto you according to your faith. Or because of your faith, let it be done unto you. Because of your faith. Because of your faith. Man. The Bible, I don't know what you believe about the Bible. I'm not a religious person. But I would hope that you understand that book for what it is. And I don't want to go too deep into that subject matter either, because I don't want to go down one of those roads. But I do sincerely want the best for black men. I don't want to see us getting shot. I'm going to tell you this, and I hope that you believe it. If you do not have an economy, these things are going to continue to happen. So whenever black men decide that, hey, we got to take this shit seriously, just think about the way black men perceive each other. Just think of the way black men perceive each other, the way they think about each other, man. That's an indoctrination. We've been indoctrinated to automatically hate each other or despise each other or look down on each other. We've been indoctrinated with that. We've been conditioned to automatically look down or despise each other. We don't see each other and be like, that's a brother or whatever. We together, we have this togetherness, we have this brotherly bond, black men don't have that. And that's a shame. That's a shame right there, man. That's a shame. That's hard. When I say the things I say, those things are hard. Those things are hard on me. I have to think about those things. I have to come to terms with those things. But not for 1 second do I believe that black men cannot snap out of this. Black men cannot reconcile this situation. Not for 1 second do I believe this. So it's very important to me. I need the help of black men. I need the help of you brothers on this channel. I need your help. It doesn't take a lot of brothers. It doesn't take a lot of men. It only takes a few. Then the rest will follow. The rest will follow if you give them a good reason to. It has to be a great reason, actually. Has to be a great reason, man. But man, it doesn't, when we think about black men, it doesn't automatically inspire trust. And that's a dangerous thing, man. That's a dangerous thing, because we are out here getting shot down in the middle of the street by people who are supposed to protect us. You got black men who are out here doing all kinds of stupidity, selling drugs, selling dope, worshiping money, worshiping women. Worshiping money and worshiping women. Believing themselves to be prizes. This is low standard. This is a low self-esteem. When I made that video, my last video, and I talked about black men, that black male, CJ King, talking about he was a prize. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing, because I'm looking at it from the big picture standpoint. I know where black men should be. So when I see black men, kind of patting themselves on the back, resting on their laurels or whatever they're doing, I don't know, but that's a dangerous thing. That is a dangerous thing. So I hope that I didn't cause any confusion for you brothers, but I want you to understand, the Most High, I don't understand. A lot of men don't understand the Most High. We are all charged in different ways. We are all charged to do something. We are all charged to do something. We're not here to sit on our asses and do nothing. And that's what a lot of us have grown to believe. We all have a purpose. Some of us have chosen that life for ourselves, where we only want to believe the part of the Bible that tells us not to do anything, because that's easy. But then when you see yourself getting shot down and you've conditioned yourself to do nothing, you see your brothers and getting shot down and you've conditioned yourself to do nothing, then hey, that's a problem. That's a problem. But we've all been charged. We are all being charged, just as your enemies are being charged. I mean, you got to ask yourself, what is making these people do these things? You know, without a black, you know, when you have your own economy, you can stop a lot of these things from happening. Obviously, you know, think about it like this. Would you kill a rich man's son? Would you kill a rich man's son? Or, I mean, would it be easier for you to kill a rich man's son or to kill a poor man's son? You know, what would you do? Which one would you choose if they gave you an option to shoot the rich man's son or shoot the poor man's son? If you had the option, obviously you're gonna probably shoot the poor man's son, because you know that there isn't gonna be a way for you to get punished over that. You're not gonna get punished for punishing a poor man's son. You know, not in this society. I mean, of course, you're a black man, so they're gonna punish you regardless. But we're just thinking in opportune terms. But obviously, if you kill the rich man's son, then that's gonna be a problem, because that rich man can punish you in ways that you would never understand. That rich man can pay off people. That rich man could do, can do all kinds of things to punish you. You killed the rich man's son. He's not gonna come over your house and shoot you down with a gun. No, he's gonna punish you severely. You killed his son. He's gonna punish you. He's gonna make you wish you were dead. You would wish you were dead. You would rather be dead. That rich man could go after your family members, your daughter, your son. He could make sure they never work again. He could turn your family into a bunch of pariahs, or he could hire some people to just take you out and your whole family. So you're going to think twice behind murdering some rich man's son. Unless that rich man is a coward. But, once again, we're not talking about cowards here. We're talking about a rich man's son. We're talking about a man who's worked hard for everything he has. And he just so happened to be a rich man. You killing his son will not go unpunished. Yeah, he gonna let you go. You could go to jail and think you safe. That rich man could pay off somebody to have you hurt in jail, or just, destroy you. You gotta understand. It could be a slow death. It can be a slow death for you. That man could pay off your, where your mama work at, her boss. Her boss, pay off her boss, have your mother fired, have your mother lose her house, have your daddy, somebody run your father over with a car, all kinds of things. So this is why I tell you, this is why I stated, no economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. You got to understand, people are going to think twice about doing things to you when you have your own. But if you, I mean, look, why do you think that they treat black people how they do? Because they know that they have no power and they cannot do anything about it. What they gonna do? March up and down the street, riot, tear up their own neighborhoods, burn up houses, burn down buildings in their own neighborhoods? I mean, just people just sitting back laughing like, I mean, this is crazy to watch, man. This is just like, whoa, this is dumb. We killed one of you, and you were burning down your own neighborhood. But you ain't gonna go to these other people's neighborhoods and burn that down, because we got too much power. And if you try that, we got power. We got the police officers on our side. We got the politicians on our side. We got the judges on our side. We got this person, that person, blah, blah, blah. What you gonna do? Just cry. Just sit there and cry. No economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. Get that through your head, black man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because black men have it in their minds that they about to run somewhere, that they about to escape somewhere. It's gonna be hard for you. There's certain things that you need to escape from, but there's certain things you ain't gonna be able to escape from. You're not gonna be able to escape from. I mean, it's very cowardly to assume that you're gonna run off into somebody else's community. There was just a black woman and her 18-year-old son living in a house. They moved off into the white community when, the son was in the room playing Madden, PlayStation, whatever, playing video games, and a bunch of white dudes with guns ran up to the house, banging on the door, talking about, hey, somebody my kid is missing, or there's a kid missing, and we heard it was in this house. So if you think that you about to run off into somebody else's community, I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's very hard for people. It's very hard for black people to deal with reality. But we got to deal with the reality. And it's not going to stop happening. You have no power. You have no power to punish people for doing the things they do. So they're going to keep doing it. If they thought for one that you were going to be able to punish their asses, they were like, oh, well, hell, shit, we need to think twice, because, hey, these people can punish us in ways that we not thinking. You thought you was going to go to the courthouse and the judge is going to say, oh, give you a slap on the wrist, you not guilty. Nigga, we walk out the damn courthouse, you going to have problems. It's going to be problems. See, they don't think like that. They don't think that when they go to, why is George Zimmerman walking around the neighborhood talking big shit about killing a 15-year-old kid that whooped his ass? Why? Because, that just goes to show you that you are powerless. Now, if he thought for 1 second that, if I shoot this kid, it's going to be problems. Because this community right here, they might not get you. They might not get you out in the open, but they gonna find a way to smite your ass. Next thing you know, you hear about George Zimmerman, like, damn, man, that dude doing bad. He living under a damn bridge. They might not have killed his ass, but he doing bad. He can't get a job nowhere. He can't get no women's. He can't, he's being harassed all over the place. This is what happens when you have power. People think twice about throwing you under the bus when you have power. And us as black people, we don't understand how to cultivate or willpower. We don't understand how to cultivate. I see exactly what, Jason Black and them are trying to do. They're trying to get black people to understand that, hey, Without no economy, you're not going anywhere. You could do, you can march, you can talk all the greasy shit you want, but without an economy, and they're going to walk you down this road until you understand it. They're going to walk you down that road until you finally get it. See, black people are following them. They subscribing to their channels. They're listening to the videos, and shit just keep happening. And they, slowly but surely, they're trying to get something through your head. They're trying to get you to open up your eyes to something. And I'm just gonna tell you what it is. No economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. Until you black people get things in order, until black men get serious, serious. See, black men, shoot, y'all don't want me to say certain things. Because I don't want BAWs hearing certain things, because I don't want them trying to use the stuff against you. When I say things, it's coming from a place of love. When she says things, it's to belittle you, to berate you, to ostracize you, to emasculate you. She says things. That's why she says and does things. I don't do that to brothers. I only say the things I say because I want the best for the brothers and the sisters. I want the best for the brothers and the sisters. But if you never learn how to cultivate power, then you'll never learn how to wield it. You have to cultivate it first. What do you think these groups have been doing? They've been sitting around cultivating power, and they've been doing it for hundreds of years. Now they wield power. They they don't have to kill you. They just sign some bills, sign some law. And black men just, it's like they feel helpless. But I don't never want you to get to the point where you feel helpless. You got to remember that, we talk about the Bible, we talk about the Spirit. We talk about the Spirit of the Most High. We talk about that Spirit must be upon you. We talk about God being a God of war. But when it comes time to actually go to war, you see all the black male cowardice come out. When it comes, if you are at war, you have to be a serious person. You in a war, which means you're gonna have to be serious. That breaks my heart every time I see a black man get his ass handed to him, because that's me. That could be me. That could be me, but I'm just some dude spitting in the wind. I'm just some dude trying to talking to the brothers and the sisters, man. That's me. I'm like the Messiah. I'm just out here spitting in the wind, I'm out here spitting in the wind, man. That's not a fun thing. That's a dangerous thing. But there is a way, man. There's something very beautiful that black people have. They don't even see it. They don't even see it, man. When one of these situations happen, the best thing for black people to do is just be quiet. Get real quiet. People need to wonder what's going to happen. What are they going to do? They don't need to be marching. They don't need to be doing all that extra shit. No. They need to get real quiet. They need to get real quiet. But that's for people who got power. See, power don't gotta shout. Power don't gotta yell. Power don't gotta complain. Power don't do shit like that. Power doesn't do anything like that. Power is very quiet. And then, the shit just, gets handled somehow. It's like, damn. Things just get handled. That's what power does, man. And black people don't realize they do have a lot of power. You do have a tremendous amount of power. Your problem, our problem as so-called black people is that we don't what was I going to say? Our problem as so-called black people is that we've been robbed of purpose. We've been robbed of our purpose. We don't even know what we're doing here. We have no purpose. We have no agenda. We have set no agenda for ourselves. We've set no agenda for ourselves. We have no, we are following after someone else's paradigm by which we believe it to be our way of life. We believe that this is the direction we're supposed to be going in. Get a bunch of money. This is not going to help you, man. This is no way to live. This is no way to live. Get a bunch of money and then what? Get a bunch of money. Money can be perceived as power. You can get a lot done with money. If black men are still getting shot down in the middle of the street, then I'm just wondering. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Hey, I feel bad. I feel bad because I already know that this stuff is going to continue to happen. This stuff is going to continue to happen until you men get an economy, until you get some power. You're not going to get no damn power in somebody else's kingdom. That's not how this works. Obviously, Bill Cosby got a bunch of money. He's in jail. They let Takashi, whatever, Hitachi 6ix9ine out of jail, but they won't let Bill Cosby out of jail. And he got millions and millions and millions of dollars. So if you think your money is, you living in somebody else's house, sometimes I gotta laugh because this is, do black men actually believe this shit? Do black men actually believe that they're gonna somehow gain true freedom by not working together, by trying to integrate themselves into a burning house? Man. We seen this happen. How many times do you need to see this happening? Look at all the false rape allegations that plague black men. You think these people would think twice about calling rape on your ass if you had some power? They're like, damn, I don't know about all that. I ain't about to do none of that crap, because those people can actually punish me. The only people, if you're not rich, if you ain't rich and you don't wield that same exact amount of power, then there's nothing the average run-of-the-mill person can do. Like, damn, well, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful what I say and what I do. Can't just be running off at the mouth. I'm not talking about I'm talking about false rape allegations. I'm talking about black men who have been going to jail for rape, since they came out of slavery. Man, don't you want people to think twice about messing with you? They're gonna have to think twice. They're gonna be like, shit, well, these people, and that's gonna take black people to get serious. That's gonna take black people to, practice group economics. And I'm not talking about just like running the mill group economics. And I know what black men are gonna say, because of course they're gonna come up with some excuse. Well, bro, but we ain't got no businesses right now, so what that mean? You ain't gonna start none? You ain't gonna start none, huh? But you know how black people is, crabs in the barrel, nigga. Well, hey, you the crab. You part of the problem then, I guess. We all, you part of the problem. I mean, we have to educate black people about their plight in life. We have to create those memes and mantras that cause black people to embrace group economics. No economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. No economy, no peace. Man, it amazes me how black men don't understand this stuff. But hey, I guess if they did, it would be no need for me to be here. Telling you this, but then again, I'm just spitting in the wind. I don't like that. That's a waste of my time. I could be doing other things with my time. Anyway, brothers, man, I said, man, I seriously don't know what I'm gonna do here, man. I can't keep making these videos for no reason, though. So I need to find at least 5 to 10 brothers who want to do something positive. I need some dedicated brothers. Dedicated to something, something dedicated to the idea, to the idea of a black economy, dedicated to the idea, because it starts with you, man. It starts with you. We all know that this is the problem. We know you got groups, you got these businesses, but we also got to be careful, because we got enemies within. We got enemies you got enemies that sleep in the bed with you at night. Some of you black men, you sleeping with the enemy. That's insane. But, you just got enemies, man. But does that mean you do nothing? Does that mean you throw in the towel? Does that mean you hide, you run? I don't know, man. I'm not interested in black men becoming beta males either. So don't even go there. You heard these videos on this channel. But you got to understand, brothers. You got to understand, man. We got to understand. I need 10 brothers. I'm not interested in no bullshitters, so don't even try to play me. I'm gonna punish you. Because there'll be trolls and things like that. People be trolling. And I got something for your ass. Anyway, brothers, on that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Get on the 5 steps and adopt the moral code.